Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. As you can see right now, XRP is down 3.12%. It's what we were talking about in this morning's update if anybody was there. And I just want everybody to know, as an XRP holder, if you are an XRP holder, we are being tested right now. We are 100% being tested. But just don't lose sight and lose focus of what's actually out in front of us. We are very close to a resolution in the XRP settlement with Ripple versus the SEC. We're very close to a few factors starting to line up here. And something big is going to happen here. If you just stay true to this and you understand exactly why you bought in, and let's just put it this way. If you didn't buy in because an influencer told you to, if you didn't buy in because of peer pressure, if you didn't buy in because you thought you were missing out on something, because obviously going through YouTube, you can find 1,000 different people that'll tell you XRP is going to X, Y, and Z without any technical analysis or anything to back it up besides like little articles and things like that. But you have to be very careful when you go down that road. But we're being tested right now. And I can just tell you, between me and the audience, I'm not looking to sell XRP. In fact, if we were to have some kind of catastrophic drop-off, I would be looking to add several $1,000s more in XRP. Let's just put it that way, without even having a second thought. But right now, nothing's broke down. All we are looking to backtest right now is the rising channel, the support, because we broke back within it. We fell down below a level where we talked about 54 cents if it broke that. We had the possibility this morning of about, what did I even say I put it in the title, but I know my video was not getting out there very well this morning. I've been having issues on YouTube. It'll get out there after, but like yesterday, it was the same issue. My video had like 300 views after like 2 hours. And then all of a sudden, they started letting it go through the analytics farther in the day, and it got up to 1,300. But that doesn't do my audience any good, because you want to see this earlier in the day. So I said, needs to hold 54 cents to avoid the 3.5% fall. So that's this initial drop we're going through right now. So that's what I was showing on the morning update to try to warn the audience. And I even put that picture in there before the drop. See, I wish more people were able to see this morning, because then they could have made a proper adjustment or could have made a proper trade, or, did what they needed to. But I showed this morning. Well, you've seen it, and you've seen the picture that I had there as well before this actually dropped. So hopefully some of you were able to see that. But like I said, I've been having a very hard time with YouTube lately, sharing my content. This is what I shared on the opening, and I put this in the screenshot for the title, and now it's playing out to that 50, but that's not, I don't want anybody to fear that, though. The reason I'm saying this, don't fear that. This was a predictable move. If we lost this, what could be like some could say I just called it like a little bull flag consolidation, or some kind of symmetrical triangle, maybe, if you want to call it that. But I don't really care what you call it. That's just what the setup looked like. And it looked more bearish than bullish this morning. So I put down the target. We also knew if it broke up, it could go to 56.63, because we have to put that. But we had the shit, it was having one of those moments. And it looked a little bearish this morning. There's nothing wrong with that. So now our next chance to hold that, it'll fall down all the way. It can come all the way down to that rising channel support, which is at 52 cents. It doesn't have to come all the way down there. It can exhaust itself on the way. But that should be the floor in this drop, is what this is telling us. Unless it breaks through that, use it as a resistance, then we got bigger problems. Then we would start to look at the cup and handle formation here. And then we might have to retest, because we just came up here. And then the proper back test could be here at the 507 level. So that could have been also a scenario that we could have used that as a back test. So I wanted to make sure to come on, update everybody on this fall, so nobody freaks out. We'll take a look at XLM. We'll take a look at HBAR, because I've got a lot of comments about that in the last 24 hours. And then obviously another one we can look at is Algo, because Algo had a substantial gain earlier. It went up to about 26 cents, and I'll just do this real quick. Went up to 26 cents, but a lot of these were back testing their pattern drops. This is exactly what Algo just did this morning as well. And now it's looking like a possible consolidation candle that could, if it comes up a little bit, not much, it could be signaling a possible reversal candle. As of right now, that's more of a bullish consolidation in the 4-hourly. But all it has to do here in the next hour, let me just be honest with you, if it just comes up to like 22.81, which is not going to be a far stretch, then it'll form a reversal candle. I know it sounds crazy, but that's likely what's going on there. So be careful with Algo, just like I said yesterday with H-bar. Speaking of H-bar, down 15.98%. And I'm not even hinting at these in the title. It's all going to be about XRP in the title. But right now, you need to make sure that H-bar holds 11.95 cents. There's been rumors that the speculation about BlackRock is not exactly what everybody thought. So we'll see how that plays out. And we'll hear what the latest rumors are today. I won't speculate on it, just like I didn't speculate on the BlackRock news yesterday, because I want to see exactly what's going on. So a lot to get into, a lot to pay attention to this morning. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that like button so you can make sure that YouTube recommends this update. I think this is a very important one so everybody understands what's going on with XRP and those little hints on Algo and H-bar. But it's very important this morning. Very, very important. And I do appreciate everybody who does try to push this content forward. As you can see, my hair is getting very long. So for the ones who ask me if I've cut my hair, no, I have not. For the new ones who are like, what's going on with this guy's hair? It's not so I can cover my face because XRP is going down, you know. It's because I told everybody last July that I would not cut my hair until XRP hit $1. And it was to make a statement, because I got ragged in 21 when I told everybody to sell at $1.66, including myself. I didn't sell at $1.98. We came down, failed to break past 175. And when it came down to $1.66 on the way down, I sold there, and that happened to be the number I got. And I told everybody it was going sub 40 cents. We knew. In fact, the first target I ever said was 52 cents, and it hit it on the dime. But I said sub 40 cents, and a lot of people made fun of me because they said it would never go under $1, which was fine because, you know, I had to make a prediction, and it wasn't just a prediction. I had to tell people, like, you either get out now or your portfolio is not going to look the same for the next 5-10 years. You know, because it was one of those huge recyclable moments, because we knew we were going into a quantitative tightening instead of easing. And right there, we should have known easy money was going to die. So, but now it's like a statement, because now it's been under $1 for so long. These same people who said it could never get below, I don't know what they're doing now. But I know for us, for a fact right now, we have to pay attention to these next 2 support levels. And we'll get into it more after I do the intro. I do thank each and every one of you, because without you, I am legitimately zero. There's nothing. Zero. Because without an audience, I would only be talking to myself. And without the audience being actively participating and having a positive mindset, it makes it quite difficult. So I appreciate the positivity over negativity in the community. I appreciate a special shout out to all the members of Tom's Army. So with that being said, let me do the intro. I thank each and every one of you. Good morning. 10:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, what we're looking at here this morning, and it's very, very, very simplistic right now. Yes, we're in a larger, wider rising channel. We know the target's on the way down, and let me just put this out here so everybody's clear. Just in case we were to break down. And this is very simplistic. We're just going by the size of the channel. And this isn't to scare anybody. This is because, don't you want to know what has to happen if worst case scenario plays out of this channel? So, according to the technical channel, the targets. So when we look at this right now in the actual pattern, we had formed this little bit of a, we could call it a descending triangle, but we formed this consolidation. On a breakdown, the technical target right now is 60. Let's see. And it hits this rising channel support perfectly at 52 cents. That's the technical target on this breakdown. Unfortunately, it broke down. Or fortunately, depending on which side of the, fence you're on, because some people want it to break down. Me, myself, I would like to see this consolidation happen because I would put in a rather nice addition to my holdings if it did come down to that technical target. Just between me and you, I would add to my holdings if it comes down to, what was that technical target again? 34.9 cents. That'd be perfect because that's right around where I bought. I would definitely be adding to my holdings. So if that has to happen, it has to happen. But, we'll see if it can get down that far. We've got the overall pattern formation that we know we've been in the 78-month consolidation. That support is above that, so maybe only a wick would get us down there. But this is that uptrending support that's been going since March of 2020, and this pattern started back in 2018 when we had all-time highs in January of 2018. So that support is sitting down there at about 39 cents. So can we get through that to get to 34? Maybe on a quick wick. But other than that, it's going to be difficult to just push through there. In fact, you really don't want it to push through there because if you break a 78-month consolidation to the downside, Lord have mercy, is all I'm going to say. Because then you might be looking at the overall reset of the pattern, but we're not going to go in there. We're not going there. We're looking at the immediate patterns, especially today because of what's going on. And then we'll get into Bitcoin here before I leave as well, because we obviously have to look at Bitcoin. So watch, if you're paying attention right now, watch 52 cents. If 52 cents breaks, the next logical area is down the handle support at 50. It's 50.7 cents if this breaks. So 52 cents. So it was 54, 52, and 50.7. 54 fell. We're hunting 52 cents, it looks like. If this breaks, then 50.7. If the handle breaks, well, the problem is, even if this breaks, the problem is the technical target out of this move, we already know is down to 34 cents roughly. Well, not quite 34, but close to that area. Let's come right here. It's close. It'll be close. I'm taking this slow so everybody can, so I don't go too fast so that everybody knows what I'm saying. Yeah, 349. So if this does break down, we got to pay attention here because it could break into a bearish formation here very quickly. It's just if we can hold these areas, we could have a very big bounce here to come. So, and this is the handle support I was talking about. It's right down there at 507. And once that breaks, you lose the bullishness of the bullish cup and handle. In the daily time frame, we put in a reversal candle here, so that's bearish. That's not a great sign. So right now, this is a bearish reversal candle. And it's living up to its name. So what this means is it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to break down, but when you see those long leg dojis, and all long leg doji means is that you have an area of inconsistency. In this case, we were on the move on a positive momentum, and now it comes up. All it means is you have equal shadowing on these wicks to the top and bottom, and you get a squeezing. And right now it's a little pulled still, but it should squeeze, and it should be a flat line going in the middle, or at least to as close as you want. Right now, though, it's bearish. You had it coming from the top. It's pushing towards a bearish. We're uncertain now. We don't have enough buyers here, so now you create this formation. The only way to pull positive out of this is if we start pulling up in the next 8 hours and 59 minutes and you get a candle close somewhere above probably 54.5 cents. If you close above 54.5, this could pull bullish out of it. But where we're at right now, this would be a bearish reversal candle. And if it's coming from a positive direction and you see a long leg doji, you don't really want to see that. If it's coming from a drop and you see the long leg doji, that's good because now you're uncertain on the drop where you're finally at. Now, it doesn't mean it just ends, but it just means you're becoming a little unstable. Like here, we had a long leg doji right here. The next candle had a volatile wick down, and then we ended up breaking bullish. That's what it was telling us. Even there, this came down, but then it ended up breaking to the top side by the end of the candle, leading to a engulfing candle here, and then it just continued up until it didn't. So now it's that same thing. Is it coming down from this? That's our first sign that we could be reversing here in the daily. So, but that's why we look at these levels. 52 cents is the ultimate level right now. If we hold 52 cents, this can still hold. It can consolidate properly, and then we can break back through. If it falls, we obviously, from what we've seen here, maybe not obviously, but the most, from a technical standpoint, the most certain push would be down to 507 to retest the handle support on the cup and handle. And let me show everybody this from a wider perspective so you can see, and then I'll look at Bitcoin, then I'll release this. But from the wider perspective on this cup and handle, that's the handle support we'd be retesting. Let me get rid of this, because that's the upper one, but this is what we're talking about. So that's what we have to pay attention to. So just be aware. And then with Bitcoin, and then I will get this out there. I will get this out there. Oh yeah, XDC real quick. Like I said in the opening, I had XDC. I sold it this morning before I did my first update. I know a lot of people weren't able to see that update. And when I was doing the first update, it showed on the one that I was watching, it showed it went up 20%. But that was not the case. That was just, I don't know what the heck's going on. So I'm not watching that exchange anymore. Because that's the only one that said it went up like that. The rest of them are still consolidating. So that could have screwed me up. Because it said it came down and it had already bounced back up. Which, as we know, is not the case. But right now, XDC, we talked about it on Friday. And I had bought 130,000 plus XDC. Which was just over $5,000 worth. I just had a feeling with the charts that it was ready to bounce out. And this is the updated chart now, by the way, after the evidence of today. But I had a feeling it was going to break out. And it did. And I sold it for about 13.5% roughly. And I showed the demonstration this morning how I didn't even sell it on either of those top wicks. And it was actually on the reversal candle that came after the two top wicks. This is the one that made me nervous. But this is not even the right, this is just on the XDC network, so it's the numbers are, oh no, it's right here. I need to go into a smaller time frame. Because it happened so quick, this one. So you had these two top candles, this reversal candle, so 437 area. I'll even say 436, I don't know. It was somewhere in here. Because I didn't get either one of these two. It came back. And then when I seen this, it was this very next candle when it showed what looked like a bearish reversal. That's where I sold it. And then I never looked back. Because I've never got that proper validation that I should be buying it back. But I hope some of you made some money on XDC from Friday. I really do. Because I made about just over $500 this morning. And I always tell people, I make my money by trading and I look for opportunity. And if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. But I look for opportunity. And sometimes opportunity comes a calling. Now, right now, I'm looking for the next opportunity. And I'm taking all the evidence that I'm getting this morning. And right now, if it comes back to that uptrending support and holds, you better believe I'll be interested in buying it again. But until it comes back down there, it won't be the same opportunity that I was seeing the last time. So now it's all about patience. Now it's about being oversold now again. And if it comes down to that 376, now I'm interested again. Because now it's underachieving this push. And it's going to end up overselling itself. People are going to over panic here. And if it does break down to this uptrend, and it holds it though, that's the key, you got to hold it. That would be the first opportunity where I would think, hey, you know, this is meeting because we do have this downtrend. And just hear me out. We do have this downtrend that was forming in a fashion like this. Something like this. I guess if you're being honest with yourself, you would have to say something like this. Yeah? So it kind of meets in that area too. So if it comes back down, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking for opportunity. So for XDC, I get asked this question a lot. What would the next opportunity be? That's the next opportunity for me. Either it holds this uptrend or it flies right past her, and better yet, I would like it better at 355 if it needed to play back through. But there's no guarantee it plays back through at all. Because even if you break it down in a comprise, like a look like that, even you can even come through. Actually, you could go wick the candle body here, and then you could, there we go. That's a better way to show it. Because now you can see how this pattern is starting to truly develop here. So it's like, what are you supposed to do here? What are you supposed to do? Right? And now you can kind of see why I did what I did. But this is just what everything goes into the thinking when you start adding it all together. So just make an educated, informed decision there with XDC as well. I showed you my areas of opportunity I'm looking for, and hopefully it'll continue to trend in those directions. And then for XRP, my opportunity areas is obviously if this 52 cents could hold, that's a huge major opportunity area. The problem is it came right back up to that rising channel resistance and confirmed it once again that we're bearish in that zone, and that's not good because that means it could just be a right arm on a topping reversal pattern, and that's never good. So just pay attention to everything I said. I need to release this update. Please hit that like button so it passes through the YouTube algorithm and it shows on the YouTube news feed. I would really appreciate it because everybody needs to see this update. It is very, very, very important that everybody sees, you know, what could play out here. So have a blessed morning, everybody, and thank you so much for watching this update. Hashtag be better, do better if you made it till the end of the update.